It's Friday. You know what that means, don't you?
No more adventures. I am C-3PO, human-cyborg relations.
Time to talk about movies that I watched this week. It's cold here in Toronto. Cold. A lot of the leaves have gone from the trees. Yeah, they're all laying on basically the ground. Yeah, so that's what time of year it is. The leaves are falling. All the color, mostly all the color's gone out of the leaves. So let's talk about the movies that I watched. I don't think I watched too many this week. Watched a couple of hockey games. You know what that's like, right? Watched soccer. Canada beat Mexico. Mexico was crying. I think they were crying. I wasn't sure if that was tears in their eyes or they were mad. But yeah, Canada took care of them, so that was alright. That was good to watch. Alright, let's see. I watched the movie on Netflix. First time watch. I gave it a 7. It's called rurouni shin. Japanese, I think. The beginning, before he was a protector, Kenshu was a fearsome assassin. Yeah, he killed about 125 guys. Right? Yeah, he runs around with a sword, right? He's a samurai, and stuff like that. He kills a lot of people. Hands flying here, guts, blood all over the place. Not a bad movie. I gave it a 7. Year, 2021. And still, as far as I know, it's still on Netflix if you can watch it. Yeah, I think it's called rurouni kenshin. Rondo Kenshin. Yeah. Bunch of samurai, stuff like that. I have no idea what it's about. Oh, it happens, people. Don't let it go like that. Yeah, it happens. Now, this one, I know exactly what's happening. This one's from 1939. A very good year for movies. 1939. I think a lot of you can agree with me. A very good year for movies. All right, it's called The Four Feathers. Yes. Most competitive year for movies. This is the first sound movie in this one, The Four Feathers. I think there was there 3 or 4 silent versions of this movie? But anyway, yeah. It's about a British, it's a British made movie. Yeah. Yeah. 3 of his, he decides not to, his father dies, so he decides to resign from the army, like, pretty well on the verge of going over to Korean War, I think it was, right? So his 3 friends, and in a roundabout way, his fiancée, the girl he's going to marry, he gets a feather, a white feather, which is a sign for being a coward, right? But his fiancée, it's like, that's, I don't know whether she gave it or whatever, but that doesn't matter. He got 4 feathers. So the war breaks out, or it's already broken out anyway, in England, right? So they're over there fighting. He decides to go over there on his own, right? He's over there and he saves some of his comrades, right? So, they take the white feathers back from him. That's probably the gist of the movie. Starring John Clements and Ralph Richardson, right? And it's the Janus Film Criterion. So the sub version of the movie was on TCM. Criterion, showed in the Criterion. They do that once in a while. TCM shows movies, yeah. Janus Films, Criterions, yeah. So I gave that, what did I give that? Oh, see, I didn't even give it anything. What am I going to give it? Give it an 8. Yep, give it an 8. It's good, I really liked it. That's not my first time watch. I've seen this movie a few times over the years, yeah. Watched it a few times. The Four Feathers. And then I watched this one. It's Let's get this straightened up here. This series, Mission Impossible. Yeah. 6 movie collection. There's 6 movies in here. Good series to get. I think I got, I forget who gave this to me. One of my daughters? Oh man, I'm bad. I think it was them. Can't remember. They'll tell me anyway. Mission Impossible 2. A deadly virus that will give instant death, or almost instant death. It shouldn't be instant death. Because a virus that you get, right? And you can save your life if you have the antidote. And same stories are like that all over the place. You got a virus and you get an antidote, you're saved and all that shit, right? So, but the antidote is stolen. So Tom Cruise, if he willing to partake of this mission, right? You know, stuff like that. So yeah, he's on this mission. Mission Impossible 2, Tom Cruise, yeah. Nah, give it a 7. Give it a 7. It's alright. And then I watched this one. Reindeer Games, 2009. First time watch for this one. Ben Affleck, Gary Sinise, and Charlie, what's her name? Charlize Theron? Yeah, well, these 2 guys are in jail. They're in jail together, right? Talking and chatting. His buddy, Ben Affleck's buddy that's in jail, they're both getting out, right? Together a couple of days from now. So, but the one guy, he gets in a fight or somebody jumps him in the lunchroom right after they're having spaghetti, and he stabs the guy. So he's supposed to be dead, and off he goes, right? So, you know, fuck man, he's already getting out 2 days. He's dead, right? So, but Ben Affleck's character, he's getting out anyway. So he's standing, oh, excuse me, he's standing outside. Standing outside the jail, right? He gets in the bus, and there's this nice looking broad there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he pretty well knows who she is. She's the one that's supposed to be waiting for his friend, right? The guy that got killed. So he steps outside. She's never seen him because they just were pen pals, right? You know, sending letters back and forth to each other, you know. So she and him, the guy that's dead, didn't never seen each other. So Ben Affleck's character takes over his identity and goes, I'm Kurt or whatever his name was. So they go along together. He's having a great time, man. They're buying Christmas presents. They got a Christmas tree. They're bumping each other. They're popping each other. They're banging each other. He's having a time of his life. And then her brother shows up. Bingo, bango, boombo. Yeah, so, yeah, all hell breaks loose. Shit like that. So, yeah, Reindeer Games. I gave it an 8. First time watch. A big 8. It's fun. A lot of things change a lot in this movie, you know, from one to another. You're going, oh. It's like one of those, oh, movies. Yeah, so, and then I watched Collateral. Tom Cruise, Collateral, 2014, I believe. Yeah, this guy, he hires a taxi driver. How you doing? You know, the talking and chatting it up and stuff like that. He's hired this taxi driver, which is, you know, what's his name? Jamie Foxx, right? He's driving the cab. Tom Cruise hops in the back. Yeah, can you drive me around, do a few places? Well, I don't know if I can do that. Well, you know, he throws him $600 or $300, and yeah, I'll hire you for a few times. I just want to be driven around to different places. I have a few appointments. So yeah, you know, he's all right. So he gets driven around to a few places, and first place he goes to, Jamie Foxx is waiting in the back, you know, yard, not backyard, but laneway, I should say. And he's sitting there, right, you know, looking at a picture and stuff, and next thing you know, is bang! Fucking dead guy falls on the top of his car. Holy shit! Anyway, yeah, so Tom Cruise comes down, he gets a hold of the dead guy, throws him in the back of the trunk, and tells Jamie Foxx, let's go. Jamie Foxx ain't too, like, no, but anyway, yeah, let's go. He points the gun at him and tells him we're going and all that shit. So the rest of the night, he's driving Tom Cruise around, killing people. It's a fun movie. I've seen it before, of course. Yes, Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, a hitman, rides around in a taxi, killing witnesses. Yeah, they're going to be going to court tomorrow, right? So he's got to kill everybody tonight. So yeah, I gave it a 7. It's fun. It's a fun movie. Very fun. Lots of fun. All right, what else have I watched? Mission Impossible 3 from this set, still same set, Blu-rays. It's got a sleeve too. Well, the sleeve's over there on the table. But anyway, Mission Impossible 3. Yeah. Tom Cruise, he's getting married. He's got a fiancée, right? He's getting married. He's slowing down. He's more of a trainer. He trains young people to be, you know, super sleuths, you know, stuff like that. Mission Impossible people. So he's training people. Yeah. So it's going to be his last mission if he wants to take it on upon himself, right? He has to go save this young girl that got herself into trouble. So he has to go rescue her. Yeah. And he has to find the rabbit's foot. He's looking up for the rabbit's foot. This rabbit's foot's worth $850 million. There's some kind of a rabbit foot, and I have no idea what a rabbit foot is. But somebody knows what a rabbit foot is, and it's worth $850 million. So if you've seen this movie and you know what the rabbit foot is, you know, tell me. All right, so that gets a 7. It's a 7. That's it. It doesn't get any higher than a 7. Sorry, but that's it. It's all right. Mission Impossible movies are fun, but yeah, it gets a 7. All right, so that's it for that. Then I watched another Blondie movie on TCM. Yes, Blondie, 1941, I think it was. 1941, I think it is. Blondie, yeah. Blondie plays Cupid. Blondie, visiting relatives, helps a young man and his girlfriend elope. Yeah, Penny Singleton and Arthur Lake. And the young man is Glenn Ford. Well, it doesn't really happen this way with the way they explain it, not when I was watching the movie, but it's a general idea, right? Yeah. Blondie and Dagwood go out to the country, right, and there's young people there and they want to get married and stuff like that. So it's a fun movie. They made 28 Blondie movies. I think I mentioned that last week, didn't I? Made 28. Somebody liked these movies. Most people today, they have no idea or clue they made any Blondie movies. If you talk about Blondie movies, most people would say to you, but back in 1940 or 41, you talk about, did you see the latest Blondie movie? Everybody knows the Blondie movies. That was back in the 1940s. Anyway, I got one more to watch. I think I recorded 3 of them. But yeah, Blondie, visiting relatives. I gave it a 7. It's fun. It's a laugh. Right? It's funny. You know, like Blondie and Dagwood. Come on. Everybody knows. I think they do. Blondie and Dagwood. And then I watched this one for the last movie or whatever. I don't know if it's the last one, but I watched the Expendables, the extended director's cut. I don't know what I couldn't tell you what's. I just watched them. An extended director's cut. Oh yeah, there's the scene right there. I don't remember that being from the movie. No, I don't get that either. But there are parts in here that are supposed to be, you know, first-time director's thing or whatever. I never did get that. So you'd have to go, oh, there's one. Somebody would have to point that out to me, right? This 30-second scene or this minute scene that's in there now wasn't in the original and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's got Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Ella Cruz, you know, Lundgren, Warwick Willis, all the old farts are in here, right? It's a good movie, it's fun. You know, they blow up stuff, machine guns, you know, grenades, all the regular shit, right? So, yeah. So he finds out that, you know, let's make sure little, they're off this, you know, the Expendables are off to a small island way over there somewhere, off to a small island to overthrow a ruthless dictator. There's more to it than that. That's just a, what do you call it, a minutes size version. Excuse me. I'm gonna talk for a while. Yeah, Expendables. There you go, people. New book. Now my other book, of course, is filled up or whatever. Maybe it's probably got a few pages left, but not many. So I'm gonna count how many movies I watched from the last book, the last year. How many movies were first-time watches? I'll count them and see how many I watched for the first time, and I'll let you know soon. Yeah, how many movies did I watch? How many do you think I watched? Do you have any idea? I don't. Is it 100, 200, 300? I don't know. But we're going to find out, aren't we? Yeah. So that's my next thing. I'm going to find out how many movies. That's why I started doing this one. As in, like 5 Steps to Danger. First time watch. And Edge of Darkness, Errol Flynn and Ann Sheraton. First time watch. That's what I'm writing in the book. It's the first time I saw it. The Last of Mrs. Chudney. First time watch. The Return of Bulldog Drummond. First time watch. The Hitman's Bodyguard, which is on Netflix. First time watch. So that's what I'm doing from now on. Blondie in Society, 1941. Yeah, first time watch. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Yeah, believe it or not, first time watch, 1978. So, yeah. So, let me see, what did I say here? I said, yeah, the Netflix one, Redondo or whatever it's called, first time watch. Four Feathers, no, I've seen that lots of times. Mission Impossible, I've seen it, a few times. Reindeer Games, first time watch. Collateral, I've seen that before, right? Mission Impossible, seen it before. Blondie Plays Cupid, first time watch. See, I gotta write that down. First time watch. I'll do it after. But first time watch for Blondie. And Expendables, yeah, I've seen that 2 or 3 times. Maybe 4. I've watched it a few times. Expendables, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So every time I watch a movie that's first time watch, I'm going to write it in the side notes. First time watch. All right. It's cold out. That's what happens. Anyway, enjoy the week. Keep watching those movies. Christmas is coming. I'll be playing some Christmas movies soon. I'll be watching them soon. Not this weekend, tomorrow, but next weekend we'll be watching, I think we'll be watching a Christmas movie. Tomorrow we're watching a couple movies, of course. Yeah, so pretty soon playing Christmas music and watching Christmas movies. It's that time of the year. So there you go. All right, give your mom a hug. Give your dad a hug. Keep watching movies, and I'll talk to you next week.